Drew actually got a hand on it, and this one will go high, and up it is! One more time!
Torero Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
Welcome in, Matchday live from Sacramento. Darren Smith, Jordan Carruth with you. Getting ready for kickoff here between San Diego Loyal and Sacramento Republic. The final game of the regular season, and there is a lot on the line. Plenty on the line. Playoff berths, home field matches, winning a division potentially for some teams across the league. Plenty on the line as we go into the final day. And potentially, Darren, a home playoff game. We'll see how the results shake out, but a pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to see you in Sacramento.
Is that where we are?
It must be a big night in the Pacific Division. It must be a huge night for San Diego Loyal if they put Jordan Carruth and Darren Smith and Antonio on airplanes to send us up here to Sacramento, the state capital, to watch Sacramento Republic hosting San Diego Loyal Matchday 32, the regular season finale. Feels like it's a big night in the Pacific.
It is a big night. There's plenty on the line in the league. Specifically for San Diego, they need a result, and they need a little bit of help. If your goal is to get a home playoff game at Torero Stadium, San Diego needs a win tonight against Sacramento, and then you need Los Angeles to take care of Orange County. They need to get a win against Orange County. And that's all they need. Orange County's going into that match knowing a win or a draw for them secures a home playoff game. They're on an amazing run. San Diego is not. And San Diego still has time, though, to secure a home playoff game. But they do need the help. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll keep you updated on all of it. There are matches going on in the Mountain right now that are impactful for San Diego. Where will they play when it comes to the playoffs? We're finding that out tonight. We're finding out what day they would play. So there's a lot of unknowns, but by 9:30 tonight, we're going to know exactly what's on the table.
Exactly right, and post-match no matter what. So a couple of basics here, right? Because I get asked this question all the time. What's on the line here tonight? Let's start with something for sure. San Diego Loyal's in the postseason.
Yes.
That much is clear. So whether they're playing at Torero Stadium next Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. or whether they're playing on the road at 5 o'clock on Friday, that is to be determined. And we can go through these scenarios just so everybody's on the same page. We'll have a little bit of live table going on. Jordan's a huge fan of live table. Who doesn't love a good live table? But as Jordan just said, Loyal has to win tonight if they have any design and hopes left on hosting a home playoff game. An opportunity, frankly, Jordan, that has slipped through Loyal's fingers here over the last 3 matches. Not a great week since clinching a playoff spot. 3 opportunities to be in control of where they would be in the postseason. That opportunity is now gone. But nothing can happen at Torero Stadium next week if San Diego Loyal doesn't return from Sacramento with all 3 points. Then you got to get a little bit of luck. I don't know if it's luck, actually. LA Galaxy 2 in Carson tonight, hosting Orange County, which is a couple of points ahead of Loyal on the table. Galaxy's played very well against Orange County, so you're going to be pulling for Los Dos tonight, as counterintuitive as that might be. So if Los Dos wins, they've got to play because they haven't clinched the playoff spot yet either, their final match of the regular season. Everybody playing on the same day, and Loyal picks up 3 points. We'll see at Torero Stadium on Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it could happen. In fact, last year, LA and Orange County played each other in the final game of the season. LA needed a win to get into the postseason, and they did it. If they do that again tonight and San Diego finds a way to beat Sacramento once again, which they've done several times this year already, then we do get that home game at Torero Stadium. How are we even in this position, you might be wondering? San Diego, they've struggled lately. If you remember the beginning of the season, the opening 4, that was a tough way to start the year. This is a tough way to end the year. Hopefully, they can give it a little bit of a better taste towards the end with 3 points tonight. But if not, if they come up short tonight, what that means is you bookended a season that was pretty good in the middle, but the front and end, not so great. That's what they're trying to avoid tonight. But the matches for Orange County, it's not just San Diego playing not to the standards that we're used to. Orange County's been red hot. They picked up 12 out of the last 12 points. They've been very good in the last 4. Wins against San Diego, a win against Phoenix, including other teams in the division. So they've been red hot. San Diego has not, and that's why we're in the situation that we're in tonight.
Exactly right. As for this one here tonight, it's a little bit tricky, isn't it? Because we're up here in Sacramento for the first time in Sacramento Republic club history. Jordan, they are not going to the postseason. They were eliminated a couple of matches ago. So they've got nothing to play for, or do they? Landon Donovan's side doesn't really know what to to expect here in terms of, is it going to be a bunch of youth out there? Is it going to be some players who are going to be playing for their jobs? Is it going to be a coaching staff perhaps coaching for its jobs, right? So much uncertainty here tonight with all the pressure on San Diego Loyal. Who knows what to expect in Sacramento from this Republic crowd. It is Fan Appreciation Night. And similar to something that we saw last week, they are retiring one of their players. Sal Zizzo last week for Loyal. Cam Iwasa, I had a ride from the airport this morning, mentioned to the person who picked me up that we were going to the Sacramento Republic Loyal match. They're like, oh, Iwasa, he's retiring. This is a big night. So, local guy, went to high school here locally, owns club records in 4 or 5 different categories. So there'll be a little bit of emotion in the house tonight for Sacramento Republic, but who knows what to expect in terms of what they're going to be able to put out there effort-wise with so much on the line for Loyal, needing to win in order to continue to think about hosting at home. And besides that, for a quick second, I thought Landon Donovan made an interesting point this week in which he said, hey, listen, home playoff games would be great, but we got to get playing better. Like, we're going to the postseason regardless of whether it's in San Antonio, which appears to be the road destination if a result holds up, and keep you updated. Landon said, yes, of course, that's a goal of ours. But we're in the playoffs, and if we don't play better, we're not going to be in the playoffs for long. So getting this thing turned around, not giving up 4 goals, being consistent, not disappearing for halves at a time, that is more Landon Donovan and this coaching staff's priorities, even so than it is hosting at home, if that makes sense.
Right. No, and it makes a lot of sense. The priority has shifted from securing that home playoff game to we need to be playing really well at the right time. This is the right time. So they've run out of time to turn things around. This is their moment to do it, and then it's playoff time. Whether it's on the road or at home, it doesn't matter if you're not playing well. So that's what they're hoping to accomplish tonight. We've seen these clubs play each other 3 times already this year. First one was dramatic. July 3rd in San Diego finished 1-1. San Diego had a lead up until the 94th minute. Sacramento scored to get a late point in San Diego. Since then, a couple wins for San Diego. They got a win here in Sacramento. We became experts in the AQI.
Yes.
Air quality not so great the last time that the Loyal were here, but things clearly different here tonight. They're ready to go. They're going to play. They got a win last time in Sacramento. And most recently in San Diego, it was a 2-1 win for Loyal. They went down 1-0 in that match, scored 2 unanswered to get 3 important points. And that is one of the reasons why they're in a situation they are tonight to still potentially host a playoff game, but we'll see what happens. You see the standings right there. Phoenix still top. They are playing for something tonight. They have not guaranteed themselves the most points in the West, which matters when it comes to seeding. It looks like they are destined to do so with other results, so they're off to a good start, but that's not done quite yet. But that's the way it's shaping out the rest of the way. Orange County second, San Diego third, and 4th place still on the line. LA's alive, Oakland's alive, and Tacoma's alive tonight.
You know, it's funny, Jordan, you talk about having to play well regardless of where you end up playing. Friday night, Sunday, clearly a huge difference, trying to get players back up healthy. Josh Yarrow, we'll get to the starting 11 coming up a little later on. But you think about that July 3rd match. That was a stoppage time equalizer for Sacramento Republic. A little microcosm of why we're even in this situation tonight, right? Some of the very late goals allowed by Loyal, either in regulation or in stoppage time. New Mexico going back a couple of Sundays ago, July 3rd. Those late goals, you can think of them individually as to what it meant in that moment. But then collectively, that was a lot of points lost here. Otherwise, Loyal might be sitting pretty here tonight, already planning what it was going to look like at Torero Stadium. So hopefully, history doesn't repeat itself against Sacramento. And wrapping up regular season here, getting into the postseason. But all those lost points late, including the one that you referenced there on July 3rd, that's the situation. That's the reason why we're in this position here tonight.
Absolutely. Joshua Yarrow is a story, not going to be playing tonight, but will he be available for the playoffs? We'll see. Like that depends. It also depends a little bit on what day they'll be playing. That's the way it's shaping up. So we will see. We've seen these two play, and we've seen San Diego come away with victories. They need to do it again tonight on the road. This Tacos for the Win promotion brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. San Diego Loyal wins tonight's match. Fans going to receive 1 free a la carte taco from Rubio's. All you have to do is go to the Rubio's app tomorrow on Halloween, October 31st, and you can get your free taco. Just enter the coupon code SDLoyal. That's if San Diego get a win tonight against Sacramento. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear Darren Smith sit down with Jack Blake. A fantastic series here on Matchday Live. We'll continue it, and we'll hear from Jack Blake when we come back. Darren and I live from Sacramento. It's Matchday Live on SD Loyal's YouTube page.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about Disney healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. It's Matchday Live from the shop here in Mission Valley. I'm Darren Smith. This guy right here is Jack Blake. The shop in Mission Valley. You know your way to get here, huh?
Yes, straight up the motorway from Chula Vista, yeah.
There you go. By the way, you were telling me before we came on, you know, just to show you how much this game, how impactful it's been in your life, Jack, that you were telling me you met your wife while you both were working at Nottingham Forest, correct?
Yep, that's correct. Yep, just like a team store like this. I was in the youth team, so I was probably 16. She was 18, and she was the team store manager. So I would walk to training, and then maybe stop off at the team store now and again, buy a T-shirt or two. Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah.
And so then you just sort of kept showing up, and then when did you muster up the nerve to ask her?
Yeah, I think that year maybe record sales in the team store for me. I think. No, yeah, just a bit of chat. Yeah, gift of the gab a little bit.
Yeah.
Reeled her in. Yeah, and then first date.
And then here you are.
Here we are, two kids later.
2 kids later, living in Southern California, just like I'm sure you guys thought when you first crossed paths in the team store. Huh?
Definitely not.
Yeah. Well, it goes to show you too, this game, how old are you when you start thinking football as a career?
Wow, probably 12 years of age. Yeah, it was when it was probably started to get a bit more serious. I left conventional schooling at 14. So I would say, 12 to 14 probably.
12 to 14, not like all of us who wanted to grow up and be professional athletes, but you started having serious thoughts about, this could be a career pathway for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd kicked a ball since, the age of 4, so ever since I could walk. So I would say, once I realized I could potentially have a future in playing and make a living out of it, then, I really put my head down to it.
And then it was always football? Any other sports your upbringing?
No, Nottingham is a really good place for sport. You know, you got cricket, rugby, obviously football, but yeah, it was only ever football for me. I tried cricket a couple times, didn't go so well. So yeah, football it was.
Now, you've been in the States for a while. Have you adopted any of the American sports? Have you become a fan by living here, or maybe before?
Do you know what? I really do enjoy watching the sports. Yeah, I like basketball, even baseball, especially being in San Diego here. Really got into it. Yeah, there's just a vast range of different sports, which is cool. You don't necessarily get that in England. So
you're a Padre fan?
Yeah, 100%. Of course I am, yeah.
Basketball, who's your squad?
I haven't really got one. I just kind of enjoy watching the best teams. I'll usually like watching playoffs and then see how that goes, yeah.
Okay, so you're just a fan. I always like this too. I don't want to sound like I'm stalking you on your Instagram account, but I do notice that you're always watching football as well.
Yeah.
Who would you pay to watch play?
Oof. Team or player?
Either or.
Team, it has to be the greatest player ever for me, Lionel Messi. I would pay a lot of money to watch him play. Yeah. But yeah, team-wise, I think, yeah, I mean PSG right now, I'd love to watch them live. You know, the amount of superstars they have. In England, probably Man City, just their style of play, and not too dissimilar from the style of play we play here. So yeah, it's interesting to see at the different levels and stuff.
Well, let's talk a little bit about where Loyal is, heading in a comfortable position, looking at its first ever postseason berth. You're a guy that's been to the postseason. You're a guy that's lifted the USL Cup. Tell us what that's like and how valuable that experience is for you, and also what you can share with teammates.
I think most importantly, it's about the team. You know, it's about going into the playoffs with confidence, freedom of play. There's obviously going to be pressure. There's no doubt about that. But I think sticking together is the main thing. I think in the playoff run that we had, we went down a goal in almost every game. So you know, that team camaraderie that we definitely have here will hold us in good stead for the playoffs, hopefully.
And coming down the stretch here, can you talk a little bit about that team camaraderie? Where does that doesn't just happen overnight, it just doesn't happen during training, it doesn't happen during the preseason. How does something like that, how does it grow, how does it develop over the span of 32 regular season games?
I think it kicks off in preseason. You know, we all have that, everyone says they have that drive and motivation to win. But it's really, you know, August, September, October when you really feel it. You know, you've got a lot of games under the belt, and I think that's the period of time when you really have to dig deep, and every day you come to training and work hard, and that's what the lads do here. You know, there's not a day where we finish a training session and we haven't worked hard, we haven't broken a sweat or something like that. So I would say it's a special group in that regard. You know, everyone's really working hard and working for each other. You know, everyone understands their role in the team. And yeah, it's a special group.
Somebody told me a while ago, once you've won a championship, once you've lifted a cup, there's almost nothing else that you'll settle for. Doesn't mean you can't have a good season, doesn't mean you can't have a good individual season, good team season. But do you find that to be the case? Yeah, having won a championship before, that there's really nothing else that can compete with that?
Yeah, you know, it was interesting because last year was, you know, it's very disappointing not to first of all make the playoffs and when I was at the Monarchs, and like you said, once you lift it, you then everything else and every season after that, it almost feels an underachievement not to. So for some people it might be, you know, achievement done, and that's okay, and people are comfortable doing that, but for me it's definitely a case of winning more and more and trying to bring a trophy home here in San Diego.
Charlie Adams was sitting where you were sitting not too long ago. We were talking about best and worst dressed players when they show up at Torero Stadium or otherwise. Your name came up. I just wonder if you have any thoughts or any opinions on some of your teammates and how they arrived.
Surely it can't be the worst dressed.
Well, Charlie got votes for both best and worst.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I think he enjoys wearing terrible gear though. I think that's he enjoys wearing the cowboy hat and the boots. Worst dressed for me. Oh, do you know, worst dressed is always safe for me. You know, I think a few of the lads, like Toomey goes very safe. I've had a word with him about that. You know, he needs to give a bit more. I think Austin has got to be best dressed for me.
Austin Guerrero.
Yeah, always, clean suit.
I think some of your animal print came up.
Yes, the leopard. Yeah, the cheetah. Yeah, I had a couple of those, Yeah, I like to live in the wild sometimes.
What do you do for fun when you're not training, when you're not at home with family? What are you doing for fun? Where can we find Jack Blake?
I like going to Dog Beach with the family, Coronado's a beautiful place. yeah, Dog Beach. I also like taking Leo down to the park, playing football. He loves that. He won't stop kicking the ball at the moment. So.
What kind of dog do you have?
Cockapoo.
Cockapoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cocker Spaniel Poodle.
Okay.
Yeah. He's 4. We got him in. We're in Florida. So he was originally born in Alabama. So he's been about a bit. Yeah.
He's been about a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, playoffs on the way here.
Yeah.
Physically, how are we feeling?
Feeling much better, thanks. Yeah, we've. It's been a long 6 weeks out. It's been difficult to watch. The lads train every day and obviously play the games, and the atmosphere at the stadium and stuff. It's difficult not to be involved, but I mean the lads have done a phenomenal job, and the results we've picked up recently have really helped us push into that second spot, and hopefully we finish in at the end of the season.
Is that the toughest part about not being available? Is just feeling like you're not contributing?
Yeah, you just kind of
losses,
feel
right?
like, you feel separate from the group, and the lads have definitely helped me, mentally to make sure I'm still, feeling involved and stuff like that. Obviously Jackie Metcalf has a longer term injury. Me and him spent a lot of time together on the side. So yeah, the mental side of being injured is not easy, but it makes you feel more appreciative of football when you get back healthy. So. Number 7,
Jack Blake, we look forward to seeing you back. We look forward to seeing the very unique celebration that you have. How long have you been doing that, by the way?
Actually it was my professional debut when I scored in America for Minnesota. That was when I first did it, and kind of just ran with it ever since. Kind of a homage to Nottingham.
A nice little bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow for Robin Hood, yes.
Do you aim any particular direction? Or
no, normally to fans. Maybe away fans sometimes. Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing this. It's always our pleasure catching up with you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Jack Blake, we'll send it back.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
All right, welcome back to Sacramento. It's Matchday Live. He's Jordan Carruth. I'm Darren Smith. You can buy the newest SD Loyal gear, including kits, the Adidas collection, some unique designs that you can't find anywhere else at the shop. Shop online today at theshop.sdloyal.com or visit the shop in Mission Valley. Jordan, we got a shout out an important group of people in San Diego.
They turned 45 of
Shout them out.
Locals, you're at Stone. What is up? Found out that they're watching Matchday Live. Very excited for that. Hopefully coming home with 3 points tonight. San Diego doing just that. But yes, watching from Stone in Liberty Station. Hello, everyone.
Can we also say, enjoy the Buena Vesa? we are without Buenavesa here tonight in Sacramento. We're going to do our best to wander around to find some. We did not BYOB bring our own Buenavesa.
We tried.
But have some for us if you're there at Liberty Station. Shout out locals and chavos.
Naturally, when you play Sacramento, I just flew into Napa, and I've been in Napa the last couple days. I stopped by Stone in Napa trying to pick up some Buenavesa, but unfortunately that was not an option today. But we tried. But this is our first show without Buenavesa. We'll find out what happens here tonight. Let's go to the starting 11 right now. Here's what's going to happen for San Diego Loyal. You've already seen it on social media. Here it is on Matchday Live, the starting 11. It looks a little bit different than what you're used to. Most notably, I think, Darren, in net, we see a change in net based on Austin Guerrero. I don't know why we have the change. I don't know if this was planned. I don't know if there is an impact from 4 goals going in against Oakland, but I do know that Austin Guerrero is not starting in net today.
Austin Guerrero is here. We did watch him warm up, so it's not health related. This is strictly a coaching decision, Jordan, that they're going to go with Castaneda in net tonight. We'll see how that turns out. This is just his second appearance for SD Loyal. His first came back on September 25th against Las Vegas Lights. It was a victory at Cashman Field in Vegas. Allowed a couple of goals, but it didn't matter. That was an Augie Williams kind of night. 4 goals to 2. San Diego Loyal won that one. Hopefully history repeats itself here tonight. Maybe with a little less goals allowed.
The back line, Elijah Martin, Callum Montgomery, Stoneman, and then also Larage. The back line is something that we talk about where we don't really expect San Diego to ever give up a lot of goals. They've given up some goals lately. They've given up more goals in this 3-game stretch. This is the most goals they've allowed in that kind of stretch since the very beginning of the season. So again, going back to the bookends of the season, they haven't been ideal for San Diego, but still that chance tonight to finish strong. But clearly the back line, something we're going to pay attention to. And then the attacking forward, you have Williams up front, Guido behind him, Toomey and Blake playing out wide a little bit there. They will create opportunities. Hopefully San Diego can put those away tonight.
Yeah, and again, it underscores the importance of getting a little bit of luck tonight in the Pacific Division. One thing that we know for sure, whoever finishes third in the Pacific Division, whether it's Orange County or Loyal, they're going to be going to San Antonio. San Antonio just finished off Colorado Springs 3 goals to none. So both of those teams out of the mountain are going to the postseason, but the third place finisher in the Pacific Division is going to be playing Friday night, 6 o'clock in San Antonio. That much we know. What we don't know, who is going to finish second and host a home playoff game? Will it be in Orange County? Will it be in San Diego? Who is going to be playing Friday night? And it goes to your point. Arguably the MVP of San Diego Loyal in 2021 is Josh Yarrow. I would imagine that a couple of extra days might help Josh Yarrow get back on the pitch. So picking up 3 points here tonight, super important. Getting a little bit of luck from Los Dos at home. They also now are going to feel a little bit of pressure because they have to win. Oakland is up 1 goal to none against Sporting KC. So a little bit of pressure. If Oakland finishes with 3 points and Galaxy loses, Oakland goes to the postseason. So we got a lot. We got live table, baby. We love it.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen tonight. We'll find out. We'll know exactly what is happening 2 hours from now. 9:30, we'll know exactly what is on the table. Let's get to the pick to kick for tonight. The standings, Darren in a runaway. We need a lot of help. We need some goals tonight, at least 4 of them. Darren, I tried to pick up your keg of Buenavesa on the way in, but again, I was denied. I apologize for that.
Well, there's always next week. I still feel pretty good. I'm a glass half full kind of fella, Jordan, as you know. So we can just roll that keg of Buenavesa right into Torero Stadium on Sunday as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to go Jack Blake.
Okay.
He was our pregame guest. He's a USL champ. He's getting back into form, returning from injury. I thought he looked a little frisky last weekend. Took a couple of shots, showed a little bit of courage there, especially outside of the box. Watched him warm up here just behind us a little while ago. Jack Blake is the pick to kick tonight.
Yeah. I think it's a great selection. It's really nice that San Diego has Blake back late into the season, getting some minutes under his belt, rolling into playoff time. I'm really glad his first match back isn't the first playoff game. I think that's really important. I'm going to go ahead and go with Toomey time. I agree with the locals tonight. Locals chose Toomey as their player of the year for San Diego Loyal. It's been a great discussion. We've talked about Toomey, Yarrow you can make a strong argument for. Nothing wrong with Toomey. That's who they're going with tonight. I'm going with Toomey as well. Jack Cronin going with Alejandro Guido, who is in the starting 11 tonight. Shannon going with Augie, and Chavez also going with Augie as well.
Can't hear a thing that you said, man. It just got super loud. Big old microphone. Good luck to everybody. I will say, if there's one player on this squad who's capable of scoring 4 times, I would put that on Tumo Moshavani's feet. So good luck, Jordan. I'm rooting for there to be a little bit of drama.
Toomey time times 4. Toomey time times 4, Darren. That's what we need tonight. All right, say goodnight, ESPN Plus. Enjoy the match. We'll be back post-game. Landon Donovan, the man of the match, and results. Talk to you